Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play The Sims 3 Isle of the Midnight Sun Challenge. I'm Llandros, and of course here we are with Brandon. He is big old elder that he is. Doesn't look like an elder from here. Still kind of looks like his good old self. Yeah, another university welcome kit. Gee, how many have I got? Anyway, poor guy's hungry. He's going to go ahead and eat something, but today is going to be his day. He's going to head up in just a little bit to go to China, or not China, France. Alright, so Noah, I'm really happy that you're playing with your little friend here, but you need to go ahead and continue this painting. And Macy, what are you working on? Oh yeah, you're working on your martial arts, which is perfect for you. It's exactly what you need to be doing. Excuse me. Anyway, Layla's up here working on the sculpture. Looks like we're going to get this one done. That's pretty. I like that one. I wish we could keep it, but... And we could. We got plenty of money now. But... not gonna do it. We're actually just working on this skill as best we can. Alright, Brandon, let me get down here with you for a minute. Poor guy, you are hungry. I'm not gonna mess with you until you get something done. And we should clean this thing up too. That's alright. When you get this done, we're gonna kick it up, because that's something I always forget to tell you to do. So hold on, don't... Oh, well, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, go vomit. Go ahead and vomit, do what you gotta do. Then you're going to kick this thing up a notch, and you're going to grab the plate. In fact, let me put it up there. Oh, Macy! You're in the way. Alright, that's okay. Go ahead and get on out, and then at least you don't have to vomit anymore. And then she definitely does need to go ahead and take a shower. Okay, that's too bad. You can go ahead and clean it while you're in there as well. Alright, kick that thing up. How did you do? Well, originally it was whatever, but now it's great quality, so there you go. Alright, Noah, you're finished. Let me go up here and check you. Let's go ahead and... Are we... No, we're taking your paintings. We're not selling them. For some reason I was thinking we were taking them. And you have actually... Have you made it to level 7? Yeah, you have. So you're good on that. In fact, what I want you to do is switch over. You're coming down here and you're going to make a potion, or discover a potion at least. So jump on down here. Your needs are fine. Layla, you're just about... Oh, you are done, aren't you? How did you do up here? Oh, you didn't finish either. Alright, well you go ahead and eat, and then I'll let you finish in a minute. I don't want you to actually stop right now. Okay, Brandon, you could go ahead and clean this thing up while you're here. So go ahead and put away the leftovers, and then we're going to get ready for you to go in just a minute. I was kind of hoping that Layla would have this thing done. Alright, what in the world is that? I don't know. Something over there is making all that noise. I don't know exactly what it is. Is it the hygienator? I have no clue. Whenever we hit the floor, we hear that noise on their level. Noah, you're working. Macy, you on the other hand, why don't you come on over here and go meditate for a little bit? Let's get that skill up. Yeah, I know, you're upset with me. Brandon, you're actually doing exactly what you needed to do. Take care of those needs. We should probably have mail. We can't accept gifts, of course. Oh no, there's nothing in here. So no bills, nothing. Alright, so let me go ahead and stop for a minute. I want to check and see what we've got in our inventory. Now I'm going to have to actually take a lot of this out. We're not going to have another child with Layla, so that's out of here. You want to make at least $1,000 a week in royalties? It'd be worth 1,000 points. Master the sculpting skill. How close are you on that? Oh yeah, you're close. I'm not going to get rid of that one. Go on an underground adventure? Well, we could. But I want to go through your inventory and see what we need to get rid of. Alright, where's the Chinese tomb, or Chinese chest? It's right here. Let's get this out of here. We don't need it. Excuse me again. Still got this nasty whatever it is. The sarcophagus should probably go in the Egypt one, so let's just put it up there. As far as everything else, I'm going to keep the harvester. Let's see, is there anything else? The hygienator we could keep and take it with us. Put it in the base camp, and it shouldn't be too bad. Let's go upstairs. One more. Okay, we're going to put the sarcophagus pieces in the Egypt chest, and I'm going to work with Layla just to get her finished up real quick. And let's see, let's put these flowers out. Macy, do you have anything in yours? You've got a tent. I don't think we really need the tent, but you've got one. I'm not going to worry about those. Oh wow, you've made actually 4 potions? That's pretty cool. I'm glad you have. Brandon, why don't we have you come on up here? Actually, wait, it's too late. Noah failed to discover a potion. Poor little guy. He's all burnt and singed. All right, get up here and take a shower real quick. Let's see, buddy. Why don't you go ahead and let's get ready to go. You ready? I'm ready. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we need before we go. I don't think there is. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to have you meditate before we leave. Let's see. Meditate and get rid of this thing right here. And then we'll have at least that one out of the way. I'm not going to worry about the underground adventure. I'm tempted to just go ahead and knock that one out of there as well, because we don't really need it. All right, Layla. I know you want to do this, but tell you what, I'd rather you go up here and sell this before we go, so we get whatever money we need. And then you can take a shower up here if you want. So do you need the bath? Yeah, you need to use the bathroom first anyway. So go up here, do this, and then do that. And then that way we'll at least have as much money as possible before we head out of here. He's going to go up here and dance. You can go dance if you want. I really don't want you to. Why don't you stay over here for just a minute? Go here. Can you talk to your son for a little bit? Teach your son, oh, where's my mummy? At least give him that. And is that the only song we know? Layla, have you not taught your husband the other song? Oh, I don't think you did. Okay, let's go find Layla. Can we learn from her? Oh, he's got both of them. I guess, oh, he already knows one of them. That's what it is. Okay. It's like it scared me. It's like I knew we learned both of them. Okay, so she sold her paintings. And once he learns this song, we are ready to go. Alright, keep going, Noah. Do what you can do. Alright, so there we go. Brandon, you ready? I'm ready. We're going on our way to our final trip with Brandon. And we are going to travel. Where's travel? Right there. We are ready to go to France. So, say goodbye to the Isle of the Midnight Sun for a little while. We're going to be in France for the next episode 2 or 3. Because remember, we have Prepared Traveler, which means we can stay a little bit longer. Alright, so we can go for 6 days. It's going to cost us a total of $1,275. That's not that bad, actually. Now, in the original challenge, we could take everybody if we wanted to. But in my version of the challenge, he's the only one who gets to go. So the rest of them, they're stuck. Misi's the only one who will get to travel on her own. So we're going to go over here. We're going to get this done, and I think we're in the best shape we could have been in. I mean, we've got plenty of money. So what I'm going to do is cut out of here, and I'll come back in just a moment when we're arriving in France. Alright, well here we are, arriving in France for the very first time. Now remember, we're only going to be able to come here on this trip, and then of course there will be one other relative that we will have, one descendant that will come back to France again for a final time. So each trip that we go, it's always going to be one of 2, and this is the first of the 2 France trips. Alright, Brandon, here you are ready to go, you're ready to get started on some adventures if you want. I'm going to pause you for a minute because the first thing I want to do is I want to take you over and go shopping. That is the primary thing. We want to make sure we have everything we need before we actually start doing anything else. I want to get as much stuff as possible. Now, I can't really buy you anything because, of course, can't really have cars or anything, but I think that little Vespa's fine. Can't use it anywhere else. You can't use it on the island, so it's okay. Now, he's old, so he's going to shuffle. That's the only bad thing about having our elder here. He's actually going to take a little bit more time than normal, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. Now, for those of you who don't have World Adventures, or maybe you don't play it very often, up here there's a whole nother floor that you could actually build out. You could create more stuff, and there's even a third floor, a smaller one. So if you want to actually create some more in this town and live here when you get your visa level up, there's some things that you can do. You can build out these towns a little bit more than what you think. So I don't do it very often. I did it once, so I'd like to do that again. That's one of my things I'm planning on for the summer, just on my own game. Just play, and I want to get houses in all the different countries and build them up a little bit. Look at all these gnomes. They're so cute. Alright, so here we go. Now, you can get this tent right here will actually give you a much better sleep quality. It's the better one to get. I don't think we have one. I'm going to take it, even though I know we probably don't need it. We're going to go ahead and get the Little Boy Soldier incense holder, because you know we've enjoyed those. In fact, this one actually does more for romance, so I'm not really going to worry about anything more. One is good. One's probably all we need. The treasure chest, definitely want that. The Kenspa wouldn't be bad for when Misi heads over to China. So instead of having to ride the bicycle, so we're going to take that. That way we can just pass it down into the future generations. She already has a tent, and I think he already has one too. If not, he's got a sleeping bag. As far as shower in a can, you can never have enough of that. So I'm going to take a few of those just because if you watch my World Adventures LP, when we came to France, we had a little issue with that, and I could have always used a few extras. Let's just go with, since they're only 120, let's go with a few more. All right, so that's pretty good. We've spent 5,750, the biggest thing being that big tent that we've got. It's okay. I'm going to use it because we'll probably use it eventually with the other trips. Not that often, but we got it. So we're going to go ahead and take it for there. And then the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to send him out of here. We're going to go up to the Nectary because I want to get all my shopping done before we leave. So, Brandon, let's get out of here. Actually, wait, no. Don't go there. Don't go there. We're already here. So tell you what, let's go over to the relics. No, I don't want to go to the relics. Go to the bookstore. And then the cafe, I don't really think I need anything. I may go to the relic store too. Actually, let's just stop and let me get you to the register first. Okay, it's all right here, really convenient. It's all next to each other, so it's not that bad. Where's he going? All right, go ahead and get in here, and I want to find out whatever books we can get. We're going to buy what we can buy. But remember, we do have to get the nectar makers, which is kind of a critical thing for us. The adventures are going to be second. They're actually going to be a little bit below what we need to do because I've got a few things I definitely want to accomplish while we are here. So the main thing is, of course, getting all of our shopping done. I was scared that we weren't going to have enough money, and we still might. We still might have some trouble, but we want to go ahead and learn all these recipes. But remember, we can't actually learn them. We're just going to take them. And then, of course, whatever fishing books for this country, we're going to take it. Skill books. There's the nectar books, but you know what? Do I want to go ahead and get them? It might be something fun that they could do if they could read. Yikes, that would be a pretty decent amount of money, too. As far as general books, I don't think any of these are... I was going to make that one of my requirements, that they had to purchase all of the books. And I may let that be like for when Misi comes over and when the rest of them come over, that might be what they do. But for right now, no. And then this is all the books. So I'm going to say no to the regular books, but everything else like recipes, fishing books, skill books. Do I want to get these? I'm just debating. You know what? Let's just do it. That way, if we ever decided to, we can. Do we need them? No. Is it essential? Probably not. But we're going to take them anyway. Okay, let's go back over to that relic store and make sure there's nothing in there that we need before we head on out. And of course, we are going to be able to come over here eventually and go get started on some adventures. But there's a couple more things I just have to do, excuse me, as a priority. Let's buy whatever we got, and hopefully it won't be a whole lot of stuff that we have to buy here. I don't think there will be. And again, of course, if you're looking upstairs, more room to develop. So if you really want to actually work with this town and put different things in here, you got plenty of room. You can do all kinds of stuff here. Okay, now this stuff, if we needed it, I don't think we need any of it. You know what I was looking for. The lapis lazuli. Okay, that titanium would be great if we actually had a consignment store that we could use. But no, I think we're good. I think everything else, she'll be fine whenever she goes on her own. So we did our shopping in town. I'm trying to think if there's anything. Oh, wait, you know what? There's something you could do. Talk to this lady real quick. Go ahead and do a friendly introduction. I don't know who she is, but we're going to find out who she is real quick. Oh, she's attracted to you. Watch out, Brandon. All right. Let's see. Let's learn a song. Let's learn the first and the second song real quick. That way we know we've got them and we don't have to worry about them. Oh, wait. Which one is that? I have no idea. This way we know we get that accomplished and we can pass it on down to the other generations. I don't know if he can or not, but did he learn the Chinese songs? I don't think he did. To be honest with you, I don't think he learned Chinese songs. Which is kind of sad because he was supposed to. But the nice thing is, if Misi goes, she can learn them and she can bring them back and teach them to Brandon as well. So, because I'd like for him to know all the 3 songs, or all the 6 songs. I have no idea what that is. I have no idea which one he learned. We'll find out in just a minute. Alright, so now that you got that song, let's learn the other one. Alright, Phillips Kenspa, learn that song real quick. Alright, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I had to do with people within the town. I got recipes, I got the songs done, I got the shopping done. The only thing I have to do is go over to the nectary and get some of that stuff done, get those things bought, and then we've got to go harvesting. And I mean harvesting like you wouldn't believe. So while he's learning, I'm going to get him set up to go. He's going to head on over to this nectary. Yeah, let's take a look at his needs, make sure he's okay. Yeah, he's fine. Now he can actually sleep over at the nectary if he wants to. He never even has to go back to the base camp. But we will, because there's the adventure board and all that. So for right now though, this is exactly what he needs to be doing. And the nectary has a really great place to go and harvest some different fruits and vegetables. Actually just grapes. Well, no, they have other stuff as well. But there's also another place in town that we're going to head over to and we're going to harvest as well. I'd like for him to get all the grapes before he leaves here. And I think you can buy them here at the nectary as well. Maybe not all of them, but I think you can. You should be able to, at least. Alright, now somebody made a comment on one of my videos today that they like my videos but I talk too much. Well, you know, the whole point of my LPs is that it's commentary. So if you don't like that, then sorry. I mean, I would just suggest play the game on your own and you don't have to hear anybody talking. But, you know, that's kind of the whole point of what I do. Alright, so go ahead and let's buy some stuff here, and I don't know how many of these things we're going to need. But it's okay. Wiggle woggle. Okay, now here's where we can actually pick up some grapes, and should I buy them? Yeah, I'm going to buy them because they are cheap, but yeah, we're going to probably go over there and get some of our own anyway. But the main thing we want is down here at the very bottom. And it would be all the way down, of course. We could buy all of these nectars if we want, but we're going to get a bunch in our adventures. Okay, now the Savor Nectar Rack right here, we're going to go ahead and buy it. Now you can buy more than one, but here's the trick. If you only buy the one, when you go back into your home, you can always go into build buy mode and duplicate, and then you don't have to worry about traveling again, and it's still considered legal in the game because you're purchasing the same thing you already have. So I am going to go ahead and buy I think 2 of these nectar makers, definitely, because we're going to have 2 people working on it. That's going to be Brandon's new thing. He's going to get into nectar making. Let's see, what else we got? Do I want to get another rack? They're expensive. That's the sad thing. They really are expensive, and one of them does something different than the other. Can't really read that. They don't give us a little description, do they? No, one's better than the other. But for now, should I get more than one? Yeah, we got the money. And we're going to make some money while we're here. So, like I said, it was going to be an expensive trip, and I knew that. I think we've already purchased everything that we definitely need to purchase. We could actually purchase some of these bottles, but I'm not going to. So, buddy, you just went through a lot of money. But that's okay. I expected you to. That was the whole plan. Alright, let's get out here and let's go harvesting. Can't do anything here. Can't do anything here. Oh, wait, yeah, you can harvest that one. Go over here and harvest. So the main thing for us to do is make sure we walk out of here with every grape. Now, there is a place that we can go to that has every single grape that you could possibly want, but we didn't unlock that tomb, and unfortunately I can't do it. I wish I could. If we go over there to the adventure board, I know which one we're going to get. We're going to get the basic adventure, which is fine. Oh, I didn't buy dried food, did I? I didn't, but he's got some. He's got 3, 4. I think he's got enough. Plus, of course, we sold all of his vegetables, his fruits and vegetables, so he can't eat that. Now, the nice thing is, you just set him to harvest one. He's going to harvest all of them, and I will keep an eye on it. I don't know how many different types of grape there are. I know there's quite a few. I need to go look it up again. But we definitely got to get these planted when we get home so we can continue making them. I need to have somebody at home, one of the other kids, either Misi or Noah, learning how to garden as well, because when Brandon goes, nobody else is going to be able to plant those really expensive items or those higher level items. So we definitely need to get somebody else up there able to do it. Now the thing is, I would love to go around and start doing adventures right away, but I'm spending this first day just going around and collecting all the things we need before we leave. We're going to go to a couple of different locations in order to get them, and he's going to be nasty and smelly. I know it. He knows it. It's okay. Now, of course, there's all this area over here, which is still a lot of stuff he can harvest as well, but there's a couple of other places here in town, and while he's doing this, I'm going to look up real quick. Nothing real close to us. This is the burial mound. That's our first adventure we're going to go to. So I'm not going to worry with that yet. Way up here, I think there are some things to harvest. Not much. But it's actually over here at the graveyard. I believe the graveyard has some things as well. Let's just take a look real quick. And while he's harvesting, I know we're not really wasting any time. Well, that's pretty cool. Anyway, I don't see any plants over here. Now there is, of course, some stuff inside these little tombs. Well, they're not tombs, they're just little burial rooms. But no, there's nothing to harvest. So I guess we don't have to really worry about coming over here for anything. So that's fine. I may be mistaken about a lot of places to go. I just know there's one other place I definitely want to go. Other than that, I'm not quite sure. Alright, going back on up. I always have to move the camera around so I know where I'm at, because I kind of know it from a certain angle. Okay, now there's a bunch of stuff over here. If I could get to that island, I can't get to it at this point, but it would be great if I could. This big house up here, which is vacant, we could come up, but I don't think they have... Do they have a lot? I don't know. I've never been in it. Okay, I know there's one house that has a whole bunch of stuff, but where's that other... Here's this other tomb, and this is the one that I think has all the stuff just laying... Once you go into this one little area, it's just like laying there for the taking. It's ridiculous. Every grape you want, it's right there. But it's a cool tomb. If you haven't played World Adventures, this one is probably one of my favorites. It's just, this house, I love it. I would love to actually take this house and have it in my game. I don't know if I can make it, but it would be really cool. It's a beautiful home. A lot of work to do it. Okay, and I don't think you can actually, I don't know if you can take it out when you edit town or not. You might be able to. Okay, so he's over here. Nothing I can do for him. Maybe it's in one of these fields. I don't think so, though. But I know this house over here, this is the one. It has the only place where I think you can find pomegranates. So you got to come over here and steal them from their tree. So it's right here. And they're not in bloom yet. But here you could harvest. What is this one? A plum tree? Yeah, so we could come over here and we could steal from them. And I believe there's one more. That's a pomelo tree. So yeah, when you get done, let's come over here and let's steal from them. Might as well. We don't know them, and they don't lock their gates anyway, so we can come in here and do whatever we want to do. Alright, buddy, I'm back over with you. It looks like you got all the grapes done, and now you're working on trees. Okay, you only found 3 different types? I think there's like 6 different types, isn't there? I don't know. Worst case, we'll just actually figure out a place. I can look down here in the nectarine and just make sure there's not any other places. I don't think there are. I don't know where he's going. Alright, so here we go. We could actually go down into this tomb if we wanted to. We can go a little bit further. There is a way to get in here. You don't have to actually have any adventure to get through that room. But I'm not quite ready to go do that yet. Unless they actually get that adventure, I don't want to take it. I don't want to actually take it away from them. And there's nothing else in here as far as grapes or anything. But of course there is, like right here, we could inspect that. No, it's over here. We can inspect that and we could actually open that door and find more. But we're not going to do it yet. Wow, did you go? Okay, he's on his way to that house. Alright, that's cool. Oh, you should collect that. What is that? What in the world is that? I don't know, but we're going to collect it on our way back. Because I don't think we're going to do anything else except just go over here and steal some fruits and vegetables, and that's about it. Now, can you get that thing? Is that thing? It's not harvesting yet. It's going to be probably another day or so. I'd like to have it because if we get an adventure that asks for a bunch of these, we definitely want to have it. That's what I should have had. I should have had a supply of fruits and vegetables here, but I don't think we're going to need them. I really don't. Not on this initial adventure. Okay, his energy's getting kind of low. Not really. I mean, he's about halfway. So when he gets finished with all this, I'll send him home. Where you at, buddy? Oh, you're harvesting everything, aren't you? Are there other grapes? Okay, good. There's other grapes in here. We should probably run by everybody's house and just see if we can steal from everybody. I mean, come on. They're not living on a little island. Look at what they're living in. They're not living on a 10 by 10 island that they can't even build the whole amount. Okay, it's this thing. I saw it change. Nope, didn't do anything. Alright. Don't think there's anything else in here, though. I think that's about it. So we'll send him back over. We'll go with him real quick. And we'll get those... I think we've got everything that we needed as far as the basics. I really want more of these grapes. If that's all we got in grapes, then I'm a little concerned. We could probably go back to the store and check. I don't know that they had them. You want to buy a bottle of nectar? We could. What did you want to do? Harvest 5 plants at once? Okay, well you can do that at home. What I really want to do is go home and get the adventure locked in, so we don't get that, because you know they're going to call us any minute, and they're going to offer it to us. So if we just go in and get it done, get it locked in there, it'll be okay. Anyway, you get a good idea of the French countryside, which it's beautiful over here. It really is. Very quiet, very peaceful. It'd be great if this was a world you could live in permanently, and I know with certain mods you can, but you'd have to do a lot of changing and a lot of fixing this thing up in order to do it. But it wouldn't be too difficult, I don't think. It would take some time, but you could do it. Alright. Are we here yet? Yes, we are. Okay, don't go in. Stop right here and go ahead and check for an adventure. And we're going to see that we're going to get the very first one. Yep, a trivial affair. Okay, so this says, I'm looking for a daring soul who is willing to provide some assistance for an ample reward. If you are willing, please report to me, Adele Durand. Okay, and we are willing and able, and we're going to go report in real quick so we can get that done. Oh, and there's already somebody attracted to you, Brandon. Even as an elder, you are irresistible. Okay, gotta love that. We found amethyst. Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot of money. We're not going to make a whole lot of money with it. Now, I wonder if you could have gotten grapes here. I think we looked, but I don't think they sold any grapes here at the store. But while we're here, we're going to actually go ahead and try it as well. So report in, and then we'll look, and then I'm going to go get something to eat while we're here in the cafe. That way we don't have to go too far. And this is the relic store? No, it's the goods. Okay. Takes him a while. Okay. Alright. Thanks for coming. Are you prepared? I need you to do a bit of underground exploration for me. You should never go adventuring excuse me, without the proper supplies, though. I've already given you some dried food, essential for staying nourished while you explore the depths of any tomb. In addition, you should always bring a tent with you. As it happens, my humble store sells both tents and dried food, so you should peruse my wares when we are done speaking. Now to your mission. I need you to head up to the old Celtic ruins and retrieve something I left while exploring there several days ago. I dropped it in a hole in the floor and didn't realize until I was halfway home. You will know when you find it. Now go, I eagerly await your victorious return. Alright, well, I'm happy for you, but we're going to go buy some things real quick and just make sure. What do we got? Somebody's making some moaning noises over there. That's pretty hideous. And before he leaves, we're going to make him go use the bathroom real quick. Is this a reg? No, that's a relic store. I think that's the cafe. No, bookstore. Okay, we'll find that cafe eventually. We'll go over there in just a minute. Okay, no grapes. I don't think there was. No, I figured not. Do I want more food? Nah, I think we're okay. Alright, buddy. Go to the bathroom, and then let's head on over. Worst case, we'll go back over to the nectary when those other grapes come up ready to harvest, and we'll pick those up. So that shouldn't be too bad. But the main thing I want him to do is right now go ahead, get his bathroom needs taken care of. Let's get something to eat. We'll go home back to the base camp, and we will get a really good night's sleep, because they don't have the best beds, but they do have decent ones. Actually, you know what? It might be better to use our big tent. So we'll put the tent out on the base camp, because I think you get a better sleep quality with that. So we'll put that one out and use it, and then we'll still go in and use the shower and all that facility. But I mean, that's one way you can do it, and I do believe that tent does that for you. I think it gives you a lot better quality. I want to get this guy something to eat. I don't really want him to waste time cooking, so while we can do this, let's just go ahead. Alright, go ahead and buy some food. And then when you're done, you can try to buy, maybe there's grapes here. I don't think there are, but since it's food, you know, you never know. Now, of course, if you brought the portable radio, you could put it out here, and I did that with my Seasons LP when I sent them on a second honeymoon over here, which I thought was pretty fun. It was something different. Okay. Don't know what you really want. I really don't. Oh, you're going to have frog legs because, you know, you just got to. Okay. I don't really care what you have. That's what you're going to get. Okay, when he gets done, we'll check and make sure if there's the other grapes here, that'd be great. But he only got 3 different types, and I was kind of hoping he would get all of them. I don't think that there's more than 3. Okay, so he got some pomelos and he got some apples. I do not want to get rid of them. Oh, and he got some plums. Okay. Is he telling us to go home? Or go clean our house? I don't know what he's telling us. Who is this guy? Oh, Jules Fournier. Okay. We don't know any of these people. Elliot St. James, he's our special merchant. Well, we could buy some stuff from him because I think, no, we don't have a level 1 visa yet, so we can't really do anything yet with him. We could just introduce ourselves if we wanted to. Alright, go in here. Are you going to have to clean up your own dishes? Yes, you are. Ah, I hate that. Now, I don't know if I showed you here in the cafe, again, upstairs, a lot of room. Not just this one. I mean, you could actually knock these walls out, and you can see even behind, you've got even on the first floor a whole bunch of rooms up here. So lots of room to actually work on and to fix this town up. I don't think there's anything above. Oh yeah, there is. There's a couple of little things, but you can't get to it. It's just it's open to the area below. So anyway, if you want to actually put stuff in here to use, so you can come over, especially if you buy the vacation home and you want to spend a lot of time over here doing things, but you're like, I'm bored, there's nothing here. You just have to go in there and put the things in. You got the room, and so it just gives you something else to do. Alright, so what do we got? If we look at produce, yeah, okay, we got those grapes. Let's see. Because I'm not sure which grapes I have and which grapes I don't, I'm just going to buy whatever shows up. And then that way I'll at least know that I've got them. You know what, I ought to buy everything so we have something, because this is our only time to come over and do it. So you know what, I know we've got most of this, but I'm going to buy a little bit. I'm going to buy one of everything so I know for sure that I've got it. Okay, I got that much. And this way we could actually start planning everything that we want or everything that we need. Since you don't really get this opportunity very often, you might as well go ahead and do it now. Okay. Honey, I'm going to buy the honey, but I could buy the bees when I get home. And see, that way, if we wanted to actually get somebody out there with the alchemy station, because I wondered how in the world we were going to do that when you can't actually go out and find these things. But if you can start growing all this stuff, you can actually use it for most everything. You wouldn't be able to use it for everything, but, you know, some of the things you can't actually have. I know we've got many of these things. I really do. But I'm just buying them here. And they should all be nice quality or better. Okay, that's everything. Okay, I didn't actually see any more of those grapes. I really didn't, so maybe there's only 3 different types. Okay, but we spent some money. All right, buddy. I think I've done well enough here. We're going to send you on home and get you to bed. I did enough damage for one night. So you just got to take advantage of whenever you go. I don't think I ever did that when we were in Egypt or China, and that was mainly because we were trying to, one, find a wife, and we were trying to get through every adventure. We didn't have any money. Okay, now he can go ahead and, do you need the bathroom? Go ahead and use it, take your shower, and then I'm going to put your tent, instead of using what they've got, we're going to use this big one. It's going to be right out here. And I think he'll get a much higher sleep quality out of that. I think he will. Maybe not, but we're going to actually use it instead. So Brandon, let me go ahead and speed you up through this because we've seen this before. We could give you privacy, but you know, you're the only one we can follow. So we got to get entertainment somehow. So go ahead and then head on out to this thing. Unfortunately, it's dark out there, so you can't really see it. But if you haven't seen the base camp, if you don't have World Adventures, the first floor is basically the single beds, and the second floor, you got some private rooms with the double beds, and then the semi-private bathrooms right there. So, you know, there's options there, and it's got a fully functional working kitchen, which doesn't happen in every one of the base camps. So it's only in China and France that you get that. So they can come over here, and if you want to actually have them level up cooking, and you're running out of time with them, bring them over to one of the countries like China or France, and you can just sit there and cook all day long. Alright, so he should be able to do this. Let me go ahead and cut out of here. I'll be back when he's up and ready to get going. I meant to look and see what time he actually went to bed, and I forgot. But let's go ahead and put this back in his inventory. I'm going to have him just get a real quick meal because we don't really need anything much. And then we're going to head on over to our adventure because basically we've done our shopping. We've done all the things that we needed to get done. But now it's time for us to just go do some exploring and get into these tombs and have some fun. This is one of my favorite expansion packs. I know a lot of people, it's kind of a love-hate thing with it. I really love it. I love to do all these adventures, and I will find myself every once in a while, I'll just stop, and this is all I will do. I'll just play this, I'll play through every single one of the adventures and try to get the vacation homes and whatnot, just because I don't do it all the time, but I just enjoy it every time I do. And I forget half the tombs. I forget what I'm doing. And so it always kind of feels new. Or then, you have some things that you remember really well. But some things, I have to get into it. And I finally realize, oh, yeah, I remember that. But, yeah, I really do enjoy it. And right now, typically, whenever I go look at the stores, World Adventures is usually on sale pretty cheap. So if you don't have it, it's an easy one to get. All right, buddy, I think you got everything taken care of. You're a little slow. It'd be a lot easier if you were still an adult or a young adult. But that's all right. You could be an elder and travel and have as much fun too. So nothing wrong with that. Let's see. You got to go find her object. Now, that's not going to be hard to do. This is one of the easiest tombs. Well, it's not the easiest. I think the easiest one is the one in China. But this one's pretty simple. But it does have a couple of extra sections on it that you don't necessarily have to do. We're going to try part of it. The problem is we don't have this one tool that we need, and that's going to make it a little difficult for us to get everything done. And he almost got that tool in our last trip to China. I was so upset when he didn't. I'm hoping that Misi will get that opportunity when she goes over, so we can at least get that taken care of. All right, buddy, don't go too far up. Now, you can go up to the top, and since we're going to be here, we're going to actually end up sleeping over here tonight. I'm going to let him come up here for a minute, and I'll show you that we can excavate, and we can actually find some stuff here without having to go into the tombs yet. And sometimes you find some really cool, really expensive stuff. You may or may not, but you can. Okay, so go up here and excavate out of that one. And I'm looking around. There's two other things we want to do while we're up here. I don't always do it, but I try to. Okay, two other places. We're going to come over when he's done, and we're going to mourn. You should always mourn wherever you see tombstones, because typically what it will do is one of them will actually give you some type of a hidden item, something that will show up or will pop up, and there's nothing here for us to work with and do anything with, so that's fine. But I always, whenever I see these, you always want to stop and use them, because you don't run across them very easily. Sometimes you have to actually have this tool from Egypt, which will help you find it. Alright, so we found some silver. It's worth $50. Okay, that's pretty good. You'll notice that his bladder is actually not moving very well, moving very fast. What I'd like to do, let's see, what does he got? Jet setter, prepared traveler. I'm using some rewards. I am going to buy some. He's an elder. He can have whatever he wants. And I'm going to go ahead. Originally, I think I was going to save it all for his inheritance. But you know what? That's fine. He's going to have some for inheritance. But what I'm going to do is going to give him still bladder. And let's see. He's also going to get hardly hungry, which is worth, I think, 30. That's an expensive one. Where is it? Hardly hungry is right there. No, it's worth 25. All right, that's still a lot. Go ahead and purchase that thing. And then we're going to get one more. And then that would be Dirt Defiant. Okay, where's Dirt Defiant? No, I don't see it. Okay, there it is. Okay, and that's going to help him. He won't have to actually stop and do everything as quickly as he would normally have to. So that's what I was hoping for. Now, when he gets finished with doing this, I would actually start doing. Oh, there's some stuff to actually collect. What is that? Oh, he found some trash. Like we really needed that. He found a relic worth 20, which is fine. Now you want to watch this when he does it and see if anything pops up. You'll hear the sound more than likely, and it'll kind of let you know if something actually did occur. But just keep an eye on it. It doesn't always happen for every one of them, but it's pretty cool. That's pretty cool right there with those little markings on it. All right, you mourned at both of them. You showed your respects. Okay, so these didn't do anything for us. Oh yes, it did. See right there, it popped up. So when you mourn, you actually get something to show up, and you go over here, and you might find that he's going to collect something pretty good. And it could be like the one relic or something you've been looking for. Not the main one, but one of the relics that it's hard to find. And it's just something that simple that all you had to do is mourn, and it would pop up and show you. So if you've been playing World Adventures and you don't actually know to do that, just remember it. It's a pretty easy trick. And of course, I don't think he's brave, is he? No, he's not brave, so he's not going to put his hand back. Oh, yeah, he will. He had bugs all over him. That's too funny. All right, so what do we get? Nothing big. We got a piece of pushable statue fragment. Like we really need that. It's just something that's going to waste space for us. All right, so here we are. And yeah, there's my timer. I know it. It's time for us to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and let me pause real quick. We're going to stop here. We're actually at our point. We're ready to enter into our first tomb. I think Brandon's accomplished quite a bit. He's still a little scared because of the bugs that he just got. He's got about another 25 minutes of fear. But we're going to go ahead when we come back to this next episode, and we'll take up right where we are, and we'll head into this tomb and get this thing wrapped up. Then we're also going to take over the other side of the tomb. He wants to return home. Well, not yet, but you will do it eventually. So anyway, so that's where we're at. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.